The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our CarMark Certified Pre-Owned webinar. My name is Bill Zadites with CarMark Certified Pre-Owned. We're glad to have you with us this afternoon as we discuss some of the aspects of the program, and hopefully can share with you some ideas as to how the program may help you sell more pre-owned units under the certified banner of CarMark Certified Pre-Owned. The program is designed for both franchise and top independent dealers, and of course, drilling down into make more profits by certifying more pre-owned units through the CarMark Certified Pre-Owned brand. You can visit us online. Our website is carmarkcertified.com. You can email us very easily as well, dealerinfo@carmarkcertified.com. We'd be happy to entertain any questions you might have. And so look forward to spending just a few minutes with you this afternoon. We know everyone's busy, and so we appreciate your time. Before we get started, we do just want to take a moment to briefly go over a few items for today's webinar. First, please make sure that you've dialed in using the phone number provided in your communication email, or that you're able to listen in via your speakers on your computer. We are going to be recording today's webinar, and we're going to make that recording and the presentation from Walt Burns today available to you, and we hope that you'll be willing to share that with others at your store, at your dealership group, whatever the situation may be there. Now, today you're going to be in listen-only mode for this webinar, but we do want to make it interactive, and we welcome your questions. You can type in the questions by sending them in. There's a questions box, and that's on the GoToWebinar control panel. The questions box there, you click there, type in your questions, and we'll get as many of those as we can to Walt and our other guests this afternoon. I can tell you this, if your question does not get asked during the webinar today, Walt's going to get a copy of each one of the questions, so he'll have an opportunity to email you back an answer to that question, even if we do not have time or aren't able to address the question during today's webinar. And lastly, if you have any difficulty during the webinar, there is a hand icon. That also on the GoToWebinar control panel, and that will alert a member of our webinar team here on the production side that you're having difficulty, and we'll do whatever we can to make sure we solve that problem for you. A couple of just overall overarching statistics out of the certified pre-owned market, and these are 2012 full year numbers, and we're tracking better than this so far this year. But full year 2012 CPO sales, 1.83 million units. That's up 5% from the previous year. 2012 was the second straight year for the best ever CPO sales. First quarter 2013 CPO sales set an all-time record, 497,647 vehicles as reported by the OEMs. And what we are finding, and many of you may find the same thing, that consumers seem to be willing to pay quite a bit more for a certified pre-owned vehicle, somewhere around $2,500 more. You may have a different instance that you've discovered within your store if you have an OEM CPO program. And so that ranges a little bit, but obviously what's happening across the country is that consumers are understanding more and more the value of certified pre-owned, and we believe that the CarMark opportunity is one that can provide franchise dealers an opportunity on some of those older units that do not qualify for the OEM certified pre-owned programs, and for independent dealers who are not eligible to participate in the OEM CPO programs. This gives you a national opportunity as well. So we're going to bring in Walt Burns now. Walt is the manager of the CarMark Certified program on a national scale, does a great job in terms of interacting with our dealers across the country. Walt has a deep and rich experience level that was started with Mazda Motors in the Southeast as the regional brand manager, and for Mazda American Credit. He joined APCO EasyCare in 2002 and is now responsible for EasyCare, CarMark, and a lot of other activities. He stays busy. So, Walt, we appreciate your time this afternoon. Good afternoon, my friend.
Oh, good afternoon, Bill, and thanks for everybody else dialing in. I guess just kind of to go over the CarMark Certified program again for some of our new folks that have dialed in today. We really have created quite a bit of momentum with our CarMark Certified program. Really, and Bill touched on it just a moment ago, being the fact that a lot of franchise dealers are finding some of their factory vehicles that just aren't going to qualify for the factory certified program, and to be able to have a other set and group of inventory on their facility that has the CPO value proposition has really made a big difference to a lot of dealers that we're doing business with. And you know, and just to get back onto the slides here, though, that you know, we see that there are other providers looking at trying to get in and understanding that this third-party certified program really is becoming a more and more viable business proposition for more dealers. So that's kind of been interesting from our dynamics to understand that, you know, we've been in this market and in this space for over 3 years now, and we really think that the CarMark Certified program has a lot of uplift in being able to drive more business to more customers and hopefully driving more income and revenue to our dealers' bottom line. Really, some of the differentiating key drivers where we have a chance to engage customers and dealer customers would be the way the CarMark Certified has been put together, that being the fact that we've got the power of Cherokee Automotive, Cherokee Publishing, and of course everybody knows Auto Remarketing behind us, you know, helping and offering their certified CarMark program through the power of the stability of a third-party administrator like EasyCare and Automobile Protection Corporation. We've been in business very close to 30 years, have paid close to $2.5 billion in claims. And so from a core underwriting and administrative perspective, I mean, the program is powered by Automobile Protection Corporation, which gives a lot of dealers a tremendous amount of confidence. The structure of our program, you know, we've changed it about a little over 2 years ago now, where it's getting even more and more of attractive ROI for our dealers. And we've also extended the eligibility guidelines earlier this year, where, for example, now our dealers are able to offer the CarMark Certified program on vehicles that are up to 8 years old and up to 100,000 miles on the odometer, and still have the same strong limited warranty value proposition for their customers, with a really attractive upgrade opportunity in the finance department, which is critical for our dealers in the program. And then at the very end of the day, the most critical aspect of our relationships with our dealers are who is working with our dealers, who's building a relationship with their sales management, finance and income department, as well as the service department. And that's where I think I know where we differentiate ourselves, because of the strength of the automotive training and development partners that we have throughout the country that are experts at training and going basically elbow to elbow and helping our finance managers become more proficient in overcoming consumers' objections, or helping our salespeople build more and more confidence so they can really communicate the excitement of the value proposition of a CarMark certified vehicle, ultimately build more value in that vehicle. And as Bill just mentioned, you know, consumers are willing to pay now on average somewhere around $2,500 additional because of the vehicle coming with a certified warranty. And so we deliver all of those key deliverables to our dealers that really help this program where it is today. As Bill mentioned also just a little while ago, our CarMark certified really, and gosh, I've probably spoke to almost a couple hundred dealers now in the last 2 years, where it's been a variety of dealers looking for that value proposition for their businesses. And as Bill mentioned, for a franchise dealer, there are vehicles that they just can't certify. And so if the vehicle is a little too old or has a little too many miles on it, the CarMark Certified program is a perfect fit to enhance their CPO value proposition at the dealership. The program also is an ideal differentiator for our independent dealers that really aren't able to offer that CPO value proposition to their customers and really give them a competitive advantage in their market with the other independent dealers by offering our CarMark certified program. So I've had the fortune and luxury of getting a chance to meet some really well-run independent businesses and business people that have created a great market in their individual geographic location, and the CarMark certified is able to help them also enhance their market share in their market, as well as help have a competitive, differentiating, and value proposition for them as well. So that has been very rewarding from our perspective. Thanks, Nick. As I mentioned, we just expanded earlier this year that for our CarMark certified vehicles, we have a 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty that's available for vehicles that are up to 8 years old and 100,000 miles. We've also gone and expanded the program to also include vehicles that they either have a Carfax or Auto Check satisfactory vehicle history report. And we have the CarMark inspection form that a large majority of our dealers are using as an evidence manual to show the customers that this vehicle has been inspected, repaired, and now is guaranteed by the CarMark certified warranty. So it really does create a nice, powerful value proposition to the customer from the salespeople. It is that easy.
Walt, thank you very much. I appreciate the brief overview on the CarMark certified program. We do want to we've had a little bit of a calendar challenge today with one of our guests, Todd Whitbrought with Todd's Car Team out in Nashville. He's one of our CarMark certified dealers. Todd, are you online? Can you hear us?
I am online. I apologize for the technology error.
Not at all. We understand that those things can trip us up, especially me. I can tell you that from time to time. But we appreciate you taking some time today. Todd is an interesting business story, and one of the better performing CarMark dealers that we have out there. Does a great job out of his location in Nashville, Tennessee market. Todd, can you share with us a little bit of your background and kind of how you got to a point where you're owning and operating Todd's Car Team?
Sure. I'm a Northwood graduate, so I knew I was going to be a car dealer since I was 4 years old, cutting pictures out of cars. I made my own books when I was a kid. And when I got out of school, I went to work for a couple of the mega organizations down in South Florida, and had an opportunity to buy a new car store in 1995 and owned a Chrysler Dodge Jeep store here in the Nashville area for 9 years, and decided I wanted a quality of life change. Sold that dealership in 2004, actually almost to the day. And so 9 years ago, I started Todd'sCarTeam.com and warehouse concept, and frankly, a one-man operation. I have an assistant, and basically he oversees detail, and I do everything other than I do all the purchasing, all the selling, all the financing myself, and I do about 20 cars a month, which is about all I can do and maintain a quality of life. And CarMark Certified is something I started. I actually was seeking this out, and it came to me, and I'm very grateful. It allowed me to be separated from the other independents that basically didn't put any reconditioning into their cars and were buying junk and flipping it rather than trying to sell a high-quality product with a guarantee. And it's been just, it could not have been a better fit. It was a perfect fit for me. So that I can say more, but I don't know how much time I have, so I'll stop there unless if you have questions.
Todd, thanks for the overview and the unique position that you have in the market with Todd's Car Team. Tell us a little bit, Todd, about how a customer finds your store and the way that you're leveraging the certified, the warranty, the service contract upgrades, those types of things to not only accelerate and kind of improve your profit margins, and we're certainly interested in that, but even more so and first and foremost is the peace of mind on the customer side with a certified pre-owned vehicle. Can you walk us through that a little bit and share with our audience how you're leveraging all of those benefits through the CarMark Certified program?
Sure. I was, of course, in preparation for this, I was thinking about probably the most important thing that I know that typically does not happen unless if somebody's really instilling it in the culture of their organization. CarMark has to become part of your brand image. I mean, if you're just going to bring it out at the closing table, you've missed the entire boat. I do market my cars on cars.com and autotrader.com and all of their feeds, but I have CarMark certified on the first photo that they see. It's spotlighted. The second photo is a tablet that says CarMark certified. It has some information about going to my website to see more information about it. So literally from hello, before they even pick up the phone or send me an email, the first photo says CarMark certified and what warranty it has, and the second photo is actually a tablet that CarMark helped me make up that says this car has this warranty. See my website for more information. So I start with CarMark. Obviously, I do sell the fact that it is the affiliations with Carfax and the affiliations with EasyCare, and EasyCare being the private label warranty administrator for major manufacturers, which gives me some credibility. And then when they come to see the vehicle, it's kind of interesting. My sales process is tailored around certification and reconditioning rather than trying to sell the sizzle of the car, because everybody has a car. I basically walk them around the car and confirm that it's what I said it was online. And then I bring them inside my office and I sit down and go over what the reconditioning process is. And I sell the reconditioning process because nobody else is doing that. Not even most of the manufacturers, even with their manufacturer certified program. And I show them I have an independent inspection done by a major national chain, and I show them the written inspection from them and my receipt for the work that I did. And I can tell you that my close rate is being in the car business. If you would have told me this 10 years ago, I would have probably not believed me. But I closed probably 95% of the people that actually make an appointment. So nobody else presents what I present, and I'm all about efficiency. But I take my time to explain the reconditioning process, and that's what I'm selling, and of course, and then the warranty on top of that. But I basically have the warranty as because I do all this reconditioning, I can offer this kind of warranty and still be very competitive price-wise. And I sell that from start to finish, and especially the inspection. I use CarMark's inspection for the certification form, but I also use an independent service facilities inspection document also. So I use the two of them in conjunction. And it's just kind of a seamless process. What's most amazing to me about it is how effective. One of the hard things, obviously, most people come to a dealership and they all have heard horror stories about the finance department and what their experiences were trying to be sold things they didn't want. And I've started by selling them on the certified program and how great the upgrade opportunities are. And whenever we're at the closing table, they're asking me, now tell me about that upgrade option. And that's how I have such a high upgrade percentages. I've actually started the seed, and I don't have to ask permission to sell. I've already got it. And I'm, from month to month, I close as much as 75% upgrades to a comprehensive warranty. And what I find to be so great is I'm able to market a 100,000-mile warranty on most of my cars. Most of my cars are 3-year off-lease cars with very low miles. So I'm a 100,000-mile certified 6-year 100 powertrain warranty on the cars, or limited warranty on the cars. And what's amazing, though, is the profit that I make by the upgrade. My certification program is still a profit center. When I was a Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer, our certification cost was $600 a car, and it was hard to overcome that. I actually overcome the CarMark certified and still make a profit every month. So I certify my cars, and my certification cost is well offset by the more seamless, natural flow in the upgrades. And like I said, some months I run as much as 75% upgrades, and there's no transition from a salesperson to a finance manager, which I know that makes it a lot easier for me. I mean, there's no doubt that not having to start over with a new face and building rapport, but it's astonishing to me that I can upgrade that many. And the other thing that's astonishing is better than 50% of my clients, probably 75% of my clients some months pay cash. And so I am upgrading cash buyers, which that's not easy. And so those are kind of I think that I'm able to do that I have some advantages that not all dealerships would most dealers don't want to run their business the way I do. I understand that. But by being the one man that is all the way through the process, I have the advantage of not having to turn over and starting from scratch. I think that's a big part of it. But it's still been very seamless.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on the success that you're having with the program. We have a question in from the audience. When a consumer or customer comes to your store, they begin interacting with you, how familiar do you think they are with the OEM CPO programs and what they offer versus a CarMark certified type of program? And what kind of conversation have you had, or do you recall that might be similar to that kind of instance?
That's a question for me.
Yeah. Do you find that your customers are familiar with the OEM CPO programs, and that may make the introduction of the CarMark program that much easier?
Absolutely. I specialize in Hondas, and so they tend to be more of a research-oriented. I mean, of course, they all think they're smarter than they are, but you know, they do come to me pretty well schooled, and they've done their research. I do have a copy of the certified program from Honda so that I can compare the two, and I know what I'm talking about. They definitely come to me, and you know, Honda has some things that are different, but they do come to me. The fact that we have the road hazard protection on tires and wheels, that's something that I tell them about up front that's different, that I offer, that the manufacturer doesn't offer. Their terms are a little bit different. Mileage is the same, but Honda has a year more time. Frankly, most people don't take 7 years to get to 100,000 miles anyway. But it becomes, I think the nicest thing is to have that discussion about the certified programs and the warranty programs in the selling of the car, not after they say yes. Once they've said yes, then it becomes almost like a different sale. I just have it kind of tied into the whole process, and that seems to. I love it when they want to talk to me about warranties, because that opens the door. One of the hardest things to do is to convince somebody to listen to you once their mind is closed, and I try to make sure their mind is open very early on and keep it that way. Obviously, the upselling of the warranties is a huge portion of my profit. As we all know, in today's world, we we very often make more money on the financing and the warranty upsales than we do on the car itself.
Todd, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Walt, I do want to bring you back in here. You're in this day in and day out. You're in stores all the time. What kind of questions have you brought to the table today for Todd?
Well, thanks, Bill, and thank you very much, Todd, for dialing in. It's just great to hear, you know, from our customers the passion that you've got with the CPO value proposition with our CarMark certified, and you just touched on the fact that I wanted to make sure everybody else realized that while our 12-month and 12,000-mile term limited warranties go up to vehicles with 100,000 miles on them and back 8 years, we still have dealers just like Todd that have current model vehicles, and essentially vehicles that are 5 years old or newer, that have under 60,000 miles on the odometer, still qualify for our 72-month, 100,000-mile limited warranty term. And just like Todd was alluding to the fact that the manufacturer, Honda's got the 84-100 now, our 72-100 is just like the factory CPO program, being that the term starts from the vehicle's warranty start date or in-service date. So Todd's out there, you know, offering a 72-100 that's the terms based off of the vehicle's original in-service date. And Todd, I think that's dynamite. You already touched on it a little bit, but your inventory mix, I think, is an ideal fit for the 72-100, number one. But your return on investment, I mean, can you give us just a little, you know, insight, or the audience an insight on, without getting too specific, that, you know, is the program working from you from an ROI standpoint?
Absolutely. And I measure it probably different than a lot of dealers would, because I don't generate reports based upon a finance department versus a sales department. So I will admit that being that I don't have to compensate anybody in the department, I do it all myself. I don't track the return on investment, but I will tell you that the number of sales has increased significantly since I started. So I'm picking up incremental sales, and I will say that my average markup on a warranty is probably smaller than most, but I'm marking my warranty up $1,000. And I know in years past I used to mark them up a whole lot more than that. But basically, competing with Honda franchise, I'm surrounded by Honda franchise stores here. There's 3 within a very short drive of my dealership, and so I like to make sure that I'm the best value. And frankly, the way I'm structured, it still works very well. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, I think that's excellent because that's what we've all been measuring in the certified space, the acceleration in the inventory turn and retail sales by the CPO value proposition. And it's just dynamite to hear that you're able to accomplish the exact same incremental retail sales volume with this CarMark certified warranty as well. You've got such a great command of our CarMark certified program, Todd. Can you share just for a minute, the reactions that you get from your well-informed Honda customer overall? I mean, you're talking about some pretty savvy customers. What's their reaction when you kind of can just say, hey, folks, here's how this limited warranty is structured. Here's the benefits. Here's the tire and wheel, emergency roadside assistance, that kind of thing. What's their feedback?
They buy, which I guess is probably the very best one. Like I said, I close maybe one time a month will I show a car to somebody and they don't buy it, which is really what I'm going for. The proof is in the fact that they're writing checks for cars with me, and I have very high class problems today. I have more customers wanting their cars than I can hardly take care of right now, and that is the big thing. As far as their reaction to it, I can tell you that I have Cars.com has a review board where the clients can go on there and post their experience with me. And I will tell you that most dealerships in my market, which the national market is not a terribly savvy car market in my opinion. I came from Dallas and came from Fort Lauderdale area, so I've seen some people that were pretty serious operators. But in this market, most dealerships don't work their reputation online, and I have 78 reviews that I just started doing this back the first of the year, and I've got 78 clients that have posted reviews, and I will tell you that a large percentage of them will post their not only their experience with the cleanliness and the prep of my car, but a lot of them will comment on the warranty. And so of those 78 reviews that Cars.com has this independent board, I would say that there's at least 10 or 12 of those where my clients went in and said, and his certified warranty program was unbelievable. I couldn't help but to get the 9-year, 120,000-mile warranty. I mean, they're actually commenting on their experience with me about their warranties. So I get that, they're posting online feedback about my certified program, and there's no doubt I sell the heck out of it. I mean, I know that I can't compete, so to speak, with the new car experience, with the big showroom and all those things. And so my branding is having this independent certified, independent inspection, and then I stand out totally from, there's no other independents in my market that even, hold a candle to me as far as their reputation and reconditioning. And, we're obsessive compulsive in the way we do our detail work. But we really just pitch, the whole thing comes together. It is you couldn't have found a glove that fit better for what I do. And I've been doing this all along, and I've tried with some other warranty companies. I don't know that you didn't ask me that question, but I've actually tried other warranty companies and asking about doing a certified program, because I was putting a 12-month warranty on some cars prior to this, and it's been so seamless and it's so perfect for what I do. I had a couple of other warranty companies that I'd worked with in years past, and they had 12-month powertrain warranties, and I put those on cars that didn't have warranty. But basically, I always felt like I was just giving away a warranty, not that I had an opportunity sell an entire upgrade and there's a process, there's a plan that's real clear and precise now. And the guys that I only have 3 employees that are in the reconditioning side of my business, and they always kind of giggle because I basically say the same thing to the people explaining the process, but I just kind of have a track that I run on, and if I can get from dot A to dot B to dot C to dot D, I usually get a check. And I've just kind of mapped that process out, and CarMark has just been seamless.
Well, we couldn't be happier to be a part of your business strategy. You've got such a dynamite business model, and thank you very much for your confidence and really your leadership in the CarMark Certified program. And thank you very much for your time today, too. Bill, I'll send it back to you.
Walt, thanks, and Todd as well. I'll echo the thanks from Walt there. We know we've kept everybody for about a half hour today. That's about our limit. We know everyone's busy and wants to get back to selling some more cars. So we're going to let everyone go. We appreciate your time this afternoon. But before we do, just a couple of quick notes. Once again, if you want to visit us online, find out more about CarMark Certified, the website's CarMarkCertified.com. And we invite you to come to the website, find out more, and we'll be happy to engage with you there to give you more information on how we can help you sell more certified pre-owned cars. I want you to write this down, put it on your calendars. CarMark Auto Finance, we have a webinar coming up on Tuesday, June 18th. That's at 2 o'clock Eastern. If you're interested in looking at a unique auto finance program that will help you lower your customers' monthly payments by up to 40%, you need to be on this webinar. CarMark Auto Finance is a balloon note type of program, acts very much like a lease, very unique auto finance product. You're going to want to join us for this. Free webinar is June 18th at 2 o'clock. It'll be about a half an hour, just as this one was, and you will be also very interested to know more about CarMark Auto Finance and how we can help your business there. Save the date. We've got Used Car Week coming this fall. We're going to be November 11th through the 15th in San Diego. We're excited about this. We've got 4 different conferences that we are producing in San Diego at the Manchester Grand Hyatt. It's just going to be a great week, and we hope that you'll come out and join us. The Certified Pre-Owned Forum is right at the first of the week, and you can see some of the other content that we'll have on the remarketing side, on the subprime auto finance side. Visit us online, and also usedcarweek.biz. We thank you for joining us today. If we can help with any questions regarding anything that you heard on the webinar or anything else that you've seen on the slides, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we hope that we can help your store generate more revenue and profit in the pre-owned market. For the latest pre-owned industry news, visit autoremarketing.com. If you're not getting pre-owned and used car industry information via email, you can visit autoremarketing.com for your free subscription to the industry's top e-newsletters and information. We keep you in the loop and in the know and at the top of the pre-owned markets. That's autoremarketing.com. I'd like to thank Walt Burns with CarMark, Todd Whitbrot with Todd's Car Team, and also thanks to all of you who registered for our webinar and joined us today. For our Market Intelligence webinar team with Nick Zulovich, Chris DeLupin, and Katie Nolan, my name's Bill Zadites, and we'll see you right back here next time.